Okay, we're gonna do another little segment. This hopefully is gonna
This
go better.
segment's called.
Okay, so you're like, as I said, the president of girls. So, or like you're the number one. You're the reluctant leader.
Yes,
right?
father of the country.
So I just want to ask you, as at Your Majesty, Your Highness,
Mom.
what the answer is to some questions I have about girls.
Okay.
Okay. So when they say take these fries away from me, are you supposed to physically do it, or do they say they taste good?
Oh,
I don't know what to do.
that's so interesting.
Do I take the fries, or
Yes.
am I?
You're saying, is it rhetorical?
Do I take the fries, or does it mean that they like the fries?
I think it means they really like the fries.
Okay.
Yeah, don't take their fries.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. When
If someone shoves them toward you and says, please take these fries away, I can't eat anymore, I think then you'll know to take the fries.
okay.
I think so. I feel like you know that.
So you shouldn't just like physically
No,
remove the fries
I wouldn't.
and throw them out the window.
Especially if you don't really know the person well.
No, it's your girl. It's your
your
girlfriend.
fiancé.
It's your girlfriend.
Okay.
Not my girlfriend. It's hypothetically your girlfriend. Okay.
Yes.
Why do you like when you have a dream and we did something bad in it? Why do
Are
we get?
you still mad at them?
Why do we get in trouble in the real world? That's not fair. Or it's not
don't
fair,
know.
but like why?
I know. I don't know. It's a pathology. I don't know.
Dreams are really like.
I know.
What is the dream thing?
Because I think that some people subscribe to this idea that these are real feelings of yours,
Yeah.
and so I guess when you wake up, you could still be angry, and then maybe you project that whatever caused the anger could happen, or could be like produced in some way, and so
Yeah.
they're already angry at you. I can see how that could.
Can you write that down for me?
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
fine.
I'll
Okay.
send you a voice thing.
Okay, so why it's sometimes like if you're like at a restaurant and they say they're not hungry and then you order something like why they eat 75% of your sandwich?
Yeah.
Because and then they say I wasn't hungry when you asked, but 5 minutes later when there's a sandwich here,
Yeah.
why didn't you just order something and then you have
Yeah.
25% of the sandwich? Hypothetically.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why we do that.
Here's another question: why do they say can we talk later? Like, don't you know that means we feel like we're like waiting for the electric
No,
chair?
it's horrible.
Just
Horrible.
like freaking, I can't. What am I gonna?
Would it be better if they said, I'm really angry, but I can't talk now, so I would like to talk to you later?
Well, I have a follow-up question then.
Right.
When they say when hypothetically when the boyfriend says, or like, is everything okay? And then they say, I'm fine. And then you're like, are you sure? And they're like, I'm fine. And then 3 days later, they're like, this was the thing that it was 3 days ago.
Yeah.
And then you're like, why didn't you tell me 3 days ago? And they're like, you were supposed to know what the thing was. And it was like, that is an impossible, like.
Right.
So what?
The sort of gymnastics that you have to do to get to knowing in order to not 3 days later be in trouble is hard.
So who wins?
That's a really good question too. Gosh, let's see. I think that if you can survive and stick it out, that won't happen in 20 to 30 years. That's going to stop.
Oh, we love them.
But honestly, if it's not like an epidemic if it's not like a chronic problem, it's just passion, it's just love, it's just being angry and not being angry. And
Maybe we're dum-dums, and girls trying to understand girls, but like we're also still dum-dums.
But does that make you a dum-dum, or you're not
Makes me-
necessarily the same as us,
Yeah, we're
generally
different.
speaking, and so therefore you can't know what we're... This idea of you all meant to intuit us and our feelings is a very, that's a lot of pressure. And I would say that we have sort of entrenched places that we operate from. And part of it is kind of fun and lively and then part of it is because often men behave in this way, and then often women behave in this way.
Yeah.
And our natures are not to see the other way, so it's hard, and it just takes practice.
Well,
and
if
also
you
to
love
just
someone,
get over something.
If you love someone, you want to see the other way. That's what, like,
you can. That's what I'm saying.
we're never
if you
gonna
stick it out.
fully understand each other, but we're gonna, because we love each other, we're gonna try our whole lives. And it's so
You'll
beautiful.
Be better,
That's what love is.
You'll be better at the differences.
I know.
So it's all fine and good and worth it. And I don't talk about my marriage basically, but I will say the one thing I do say is that you learn that the things that don't matter don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Like every day, I'm sure I annoy Matthew all day long. I'm sure.
No way.
Yeah, of course
You're
I
the
do.
best-
Of course
you're
I
the
do.
best ever.
No, I'm not.
No way.
And there are times that he annoys me, less frequently, no doubt.
I'm
But
sure.
like, I tell myself all the time, like, it doesn't matter. Why are you going to
doesn't
say
matter.
something about that? But you have to get to a point. You have to invest enough time to be that willing to. So all the stuff that comes before of 3 days later, and how can I can't believe you didn't, and why when I looked like that, and you couldn't tell how upset I was. Like that's all part of the courtship. So it's all
rubbish.
fine.
It's so nice to just be around you. You make people feel so good.
Well,
You make me feel so good. I feel like I'm flying right now.
I have
You have
faith in you.
The Oprah thing. You have the Oprah thing. It
Yeah,
must be incredible
if
to be
only.
around
I wish I
Oprah.
had the Oprah thing.
I was in an elevator once with her. And
Were you really?
My whole life I was like, why are these?
Wow.
Why is everyone making such a? She's just from a TV. And I was in an elevator with her, and I was like, oh my god.
Wait, what
There's
was the occasion?
I used to work at a media company, like a Discovery.
Did I know that?
I used to.
When she had her own channel?
And they were launching her channel.
Yes.
But I was like in the elevator, and there's just an energy.
Yeah.
That's just so magic.
Yeah,
she's a magic
beautiful.
person.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. What did you